So I've got this pulled up here, and this probably looks very familiar to most of you. We've got our home page with our hero search area here at the top, our featured equipment, things like that. Special offers, our browser, we can go through the different lines in Kubota and see those. All of these things can be moved around on your home page. None of this is nailed down. And it's pretty easy to do that. Sometimes things have to be changed by the support staff just because moving something may require a couple of small adjustments to make sure it doesn't break anything on your home page. But to move things around, I can just give you an example here. I'm going to go over here to the back end, and this is the home page template. And I've got my hero search. I've got an example hero carousel here for us. And I've got all these different cards and things like that. I can move these anywhere I want. So I've got these current specials for my dealership. I can move these up on the page if I want, and it's as easy as dragging and dropping. So when you hover over an item like this, you'll see that it kind of makes a dotted line, and it gives you this 4-point arrow, and that means you can click and drag and drop this anywhere you want it on the page. For example, if I click this and I drag it up here, I can put this up above the Kubota special offers. So very easy to do that and to move things around. I also want to go over some of the options you can do for your hero area. So there's two that we have right now, and they're called Hero Search, which you're looking at right here. And we call it Hero Search because it's got one big image that you can pick and swap out as often as you like. It's got a big title and a smaller tagline that you can add. It's got a search bar built into it right here, and it's got these buttons, and you can add up to 4 call to action buttons that link to anywhere on your site. So you have that option, and then you have this option, the Hero Carousel. And it's bigger. It focuses more on giant images, and it's got a slider aspect so that you can add more than one image. I recommend adding no more than 4 images to a slider because research shows that users tend not to see past the 4th slide on a carousel. So 4 is a perfect number to make sure that you're going to max out people seeing what you're adding to your site. And we've even got this set up to accept video. So if you have got a drone, or you know someone that has one, or you always wanted one and now you want it to be a tax write-off for you, then you can get a drone and maybe shoot some cool footage over your store, or just shoot some video within your store, and then you can add that to this big hero carousel right here. And I have an example on our demo site. Let me slide over to it. So this is just some video we shot at a local dealer here. And so you can add this video, and it's going to, this is just like a quick little tour of the dealership, and it's going to show people around, show people what, just different aspects, like maybe your parts counter, maybe your inventory, things like that. So you can add that in and differentiate yourself even more. And for video, if you want to do that, it needs to be less than 15 seconds. So if you want to add video to your site, make sure it's less than 15 seconds. And if you need a little help with that, you can email the support staff at kubotahelp@tractru.com, and we can help you get that video up and ready for your site, and even show you how to add it if you aren't familiar with that the first time. So you can edit these hero areas yourself. To edit both of them, you'll just hover over, and in the top right corner you'll see this pencil and the word edit. If you click the word edit, it's going to pop up the edit screen. And so you've got a spot right here to change the image for the hero image. You can click change image, and it's going to bring up this screen. Now you can upload any image you want here. So if you have a really great picture of your location, either from like the front of your store or like an overhead shot that you got with a drone, then you can add either one of those right here by clicking upload image, and you can either drag and drop it into this area, or you can click this blue text and it'll bring up all the folders on your computer. So you've got that. And then remember, you have this library over on the right-hand side called Headline Images, and this has every single photo from Kubota Brand Builder and KubotaUSA.com, so that you can use those if you want. There's over 700 photos in this library, so there's tons of things to choose from. They're all optimized for your website and ready to go. So you've got that. So that's adding an image to the hero search. You can also change your heading here. We just say get your equipment ready for the season, or you can say something like bring on spring. You've got this rich text editor that you see here with a checkbox. When you check that, it brings up a few more options for you. So if you want to say bring on spring and you want to underline spring, you can just kind of find that here, click underline, and then it will save that so that you can, let me save it here. So, oh, it didn't. Let me get the right thing. Yeah, you can underline this and save it. You can make something bold if you want to. Check this here, make this bold. So you've got this rich text editor, and that allows you to be able to make changes to your to the title text on your slider to make updates to that and make things stand out on your hero area. You've also got the optional tagline. Like I said, it's optional, but if you have another message, like if you want to put, how long you've been in business or family owned since a certain year, you can add things like that here. Or if you have your own tagline for your store, you can use that. And then to edit those call to action buttons, you click here where it says calls to action. This is like an entire bar. And when you click that, you'll see the 4 call to action buttons. Each one of them has a little checkbox that says is active. So if you deselect that, then it will take that button off of your site. So like I said, you can have anywhere from 0 to 4 buttons on this area. And to change those out or to just hide them, you come here. You can also change what the button says. So you can say something like contact us or anything you want, search used equipment, request parts, that kind of thing. And then when it says select target, it's got the name of a page here. This one's contact. And it says change. When you click change, it's going to bring up the list of every single page on your website. And so I think this is the contact us page. So contact is the perfect page for this to land on. But if I wanted it to be like our dealership history, I could put that and then click on the About page and have that show up whenever people click that button. So you just choose what page you want, you click Done. You'll notice it's right here under Select Target. You've got it here in blue. And all you have to do is click Save, and it'll save those changes here. And there's one more thing you can do here that I want to show you. Let me click Edit one more time. And that's you can change where this block of text is. So you've got the text, the search bar, and the buttons. If you click Simple over here in the bottom right corner, it's got template and it says Hero Search Default Right. We've got places to change that to default where it's on the left or default full width, which means it's going to be kind of in the middle and it's going to fill more of that area. So I can change this to the left if I want to. Click Save. And it moves the text over here. This is really great if you change your image here and you want the focal point to be on the opposite side of where your text is. So you can change that anytime you want just by clicking on this edit screen here. Another change you can make to your home page is your header and footer color that you see here. This is the light theme. We have a dark and medium theme, and you can change those out at any time. Just let the support staff know, and again, that address is KubotaHelp@TracTru.com. And if you send us an email saying that you would like to change to the medium theme or the dark theme, anything like that, then we can change it for you in just a second. We just have to make a couple of tweaks in the back end, but it doesn't take us very long at all. And you can kind of change up how your site looks just by doing that. The last thing I want to go over about these hero widgets is the hero carousel. And I'm going to click Edit up in the top right corner here on my home page, and it's going to pop up the Edit screen. And I've already got a few slides or a few added in here, but as you can see, to add another one, you just click this green Add Plus button. It brings up the new slide. You can type in your title, and then you can type in your tag text, like Save Big, something like that. And then we've got an expiration date on here, and there's an expiration date on all of your slides except the first one, because if you accidentally expire the first one, then you won't have any slide showing up. So if you've got something that's a sale and it's only going to last through the end of May, then you can click this calendar here and choose May 31st is your expiration date, and you can even choose the hour it goes down if you want to. Otherwise, it'll just go down at the end of the day on the 31st. But if I want this to go down at like 9 p.m. on the day, then I can choose to do that. So you can set the expiration date on here. If you don't want that to expire for a while, I would set the expiration date a little bit past the season so that you can have that going on, but it also won't be advertising something like, I labeled something Bring On Spring. We don't want to be advertising Bring On Spring in September. So I can set up a reminder that goes way out, or an expiration date that goes way out, so I don't have to like set a reminder on my calendar to take off a website picture that says Bring On Spring. So yeah, so that's how you use the expiration date. You can also create a button here that redirects to an internal page just by clicking this button, redirect to internal page. You select the page by clicking the select button, and just like the call to action buttons, you can pick any single page from your website. So let's say I want this to go to the Kubota showroom. I can just click equipment here and drop that down and click Kubota. Now it's going to go to the Kubota page. And then you've got some button text here that can have up to 15 characters. So I can say something like, let's say new Kubota. So we got new Kubotas. Put something like that. And then down here at the bottom is where you can add either your image or your video. And remember, if you add a video, it needs to be less than 15 seconds. So I'm going to click Select Image, and it's going to bring up this familiar screen where I can add my own image here from my desktop, or I can choose from anything from my libraries over here on the right-hand side. And again, the headline images library has over 700 photos from Kubota Brand Builder and KubotaUSA.com for you to be able to use for those, for your slides or anywhere else on the site. And so that's how you change things on the Hero Carousel. Just click Save. Oh, and I didn't select an image, so it doesn't like that. You can also remove something out of here just by clicking this Remove Trash Can. So item 3 is now gone. Now I can save. And then we've got featured equipment, and there's actually no changes you need to make to featured equipment here on your home page. Those changes you can actually make on the backend dashboard. If you go to Content and Dealer Featured Equipment, you can choose the new and used equipment that you want to feature here. Same with this current specials that you see. There's no need to make a change on the home page. You can keep up with these if you go to Content and then Dealer Specials in the back end on the dashboard. And the great thing about that is you can add those dealer specials from there, and it's going to put them on your equipment specials page, your parts specials page, or your service specials page. And then there's a button you select if you want it to be featured on the home page here, just like these 3 are. So I've got that. And then scrolling down, most of these things are populated, like the specials you see here and this equipment series browser that you see. These are all populated from KubotaUSA.com automatically, so you don't have to make any changes to these. The only change that you might want to make is you might want to move them up or down on the page. That's completely dependent upon you. And then don't feel like you have to have these things either. So if there's something that you want to swap out because you'd rather have something else, then just let us know and we can show you how to do that. You've got this Welcome To area here with a photo and a place to put some text about your dealership. If you click this Edit button, just like you did for the carousel and the Hero Search, it's going to bring up the edit screen for this, and you can change the heading to say Welcome To or Howdy From or whatever you want to say there to greet people. For body copy, it's exactly what it sounds like. You can add anything you want there about your dealership, just anything you want people to know whenever they land on your homepage. And then we default the buttons on here to go to Learn More, which is your About Us page, and to go to your Locations page. But you can change these out as well. So if you'd want to change those out and you want to learn more about that, you can contact the support staff, and we can show you how to add your own custom icons here. We use this brand you'll see here called Font Awesome, and they have thousands of different icons to choose from. And so we can kind of help you put that together. It's really easy to do. And then you can change the image that you see here to be anything you want. We like to put a picture of your dealership here. So we love having an image of your location. I think another great thing to put here could be like your entire staff together. That could be really great. So anything like that can go here on the Welcome To section. Then you've got a list here that's got all of your short lines on it, and you see them kind of buzzing by here. Again, you can move this up a little bit. So if you want to focus on short lines a little bit more, want to show those off, then you can drag and drop it up a little higher on the page, put it right under the, whatever you have up here in the hero, either the carousel or the hero search. So that can be moved around as well. And when you click these images here, they go to that short line page on your site. This new Kubota search here, where you select from the drop down, so you select the product line and then the category and then the actual series. This is I think pretty much an exact copy of the Kubota series browser up here. It just uses drop downs instead of images. And the way that we wanted to use this is you can pick one or the other. So if you prefer to do it this way, where people just select from the drop down and they click submit to go to a specific piece of equipment, they can do that. Or they can use this and they can browse through all of the different lines this way and have that image. You can absolutely have them both on your home page, but if you want to cut down on some things on your home page, if you think your home page is too long, and I definitely want to get into that a little later, then you can pick one or the other, and I think that's the best user experience, is just having one of those. You've also got a way to feature your service specials, parts specials, and equipment specials here. And once again, you can just click edit, and you can change all this text. So if you want it to say service specials, or if you call them something else, if you want to call it like service special offers or service incentives, whatever you want to call it, you can change the heading text here. You can change what this says about your service specials. So you can say something about how you have, you can help people both at your dealership and on site. Anything you want to say to personalize this a little bit, you can do so. And you could even choose the page it's on. So we default this to the service specials page, the parts specials page, but I left this equipment specials page blank so I can kind of show you how this works. It's the exact same as before, where you click select and a list of your pages pops up, and then you can just choose a page that this redirects to from the list. So you click done and save. And then we've got all these links here. People can click from here. If you don't have a lot of service and parts specials, or even if you don't have a lot of equipment specials, you can take this off your homepage. This absolutely does not have to be here. So if you don't need this, then there's no need for to advertise something you don't have. So feel free to remove that, or ask us for help on removing that, and we can take that off your page. Or if you use these a lot and you want to feature these more prominently, then talk to us about moving it up on the page so that we can feature those a little bit better for you. And then the featured video is another thing that you can change right here on the home page. And you can swap out this video as often as you'd like. As you can see, you can change the title. We just have Feel the Kubota Difference because that's the name of the video. You can change what you want to say about the video. And then you can change the text. So we just have this going to the location page that says Find Us. But you could link this to latest equipment incentives, or the Kubota showroom, anything you want to link this to, you can link it to a page just like we've done before. And then all you need is the video embed code from YouTube, which you've never seen before. Just go to the KTC YouTube page real quick, and I'll click on any of these videos. So to embed a video, you're going to click share right here at the YouTube, and instead of copying this link, you're going to click embed, and then you're going to copy this text right here on the side. It's even got a little quick copy for you. And that's what you're going to put right here in the video embed code. So all you got to do is copy and paste that right here, and that will add a new video from YouTube to your site. So if you want, I think we've got subcompact and compact tractors right here that we're talking about. But if you want to focus on construction equipment, you can, or you want to focus more on row crop stuff, you can do that. Really easy to swap it out right here. And then the blog posts, so we've got news showing up here. All of your news is populated from a backend widget. And so to get there and to update this, you go to content and then blogs, and then you would go to news. So there's two different blogs. There's news and Kubota blog. To update this on your homepage, you would just click into news and add a new post there. And it will show the 3 latest blog posts that you have under your news blog right here. So, and people can get to those from by clicking Learn More, and then they can see all of your posts whenever they go to the news page or the blogs page. Events works much the same way. You add events from the back end, going to content and then events. And this is going to show your upcoming events, your 3 closest upcoming events. And so that's how you populate this area. And as soon as that event date passes, then it's taken off your site. I disable that here so that I wouldn't have to change the date on the events all the time. But it's on your site, it will only show upcoming events. So that's how that works. You can also add a subscribe form. And so some of you know that we offer email marketing that's built into the back end of your template. Every single site has it. If you've never seen that before, when you're in the back end of your site on the dashboard, there's a little tab that says marketing, and you'll see the areas for email campaigns right there. So you can start sending email campaigns directly from the back end of your site. There's no cost per email or anything like that to send out. It's just built into your site and it works. If you have a list of emails already from people, either they're your current customers or they're potential customers that came in looking for equipment and you got their information, you can import that list into your email campaign subscribers. And then you can also add a form like this to capture email from people that visit your site and kind of grow your list that way. If you're interested in email marketing and learning about setting that up on your site and using it, reach out to the support staff and we can help you out with that. And then lastly, we've got dealer testimonials, and these are just added from the back end as well. If you go to content and then dealer testimonials, you can add testimonials. You've got a spot to add a person's name, and a lot of times they just want you to use their first name and last initial, but you can check with your clients before doing that. You can add the city they're from, and you can add a business that they're associated with if you, I think that's good to have if you specifically sold to their business. So if they're in the Bentonville, Arkansas school district, for instance, you might want to say, this is the superintendent for the school district, and they bought, several machines from us, and this is their testimonial. So you can do that, add those in here, and we only have 2 in here right now, but if you add more, it cycles through these so that people can get a better idea of, who in the community has bought from you and add that credibility to your website. And then we've got our footer here, and you can always make changes to this as well. Just let us know what you want to change, and a lot of you are great at this. Especially if your social media links change or you add a new social media channel and you want to add it, we can help you with that. If you want to change this text here that talks about your dealership, you can absolutely do that. And then a lot of times we can add the Facebook plugin to feed your Facebook, or if you have like a Twitter feed that you want to feature, we can work with you and get that feed up. It's really easy. It just takes a couple of seconds when you use the Facebook or Twitter developer tools. So just let us know and we can kind of do the rest for you there. And so those are all the changes you can make to the layout on the home page. There's a couple more things that you can do to add stuff to your home page. So I've been going through the edit screen here, and on the right-hand side, you've probably seen this that says drag widgets to add content to the page. And there's a lot of different things to choose from here. And if you've made a page on your site, or if you have made some changes to pages on your site, your home page works the exact same way. So if I wanted to add some more content to my site, I could just drag a content block from over here on the right. You'll see content block here. You just click it to drag and drop it. And then right here. And I can click create content and bring up my edit screen, and I can say anything like 2 locations to serve you. And I can spell everything right. And if you click these 3 dots up here, if you're not familiar with content blocks, This is all of the different ways to edit a content block. It's kind of like Microsoft Word. And then you can change the format here. It always defaults to paragraph, but if you want to make it a little bigger, you can choose one of these headings. So something like heading 4 will work. And then maybe I want to center it up a little bit. So I can do that and save it. And now I've got this text here. Some of you have seen where you can like, put things side to side or like sort it in columns. If you want to add columns to your home page, up here at the top right corner, you'll see where it says layout, right here next to content. Just click that, everything goes pink. And then you have all these different grids that you can add. So here are all the different column types you can have, and you can add as many as you want on the page. And I wouldn't go too crazy because you don't want the usually like motion sickness just by scrolling through your page. But let's say I wanted to add like a 3x3 column here, like 3 columns. They call it a 4x4x4. So I've added this grid in here. If I go back to content up here at the top right, then I can drag and drop my content blocks to go wherever I want them to go. So if I want this here, or I want it over here on the left, I can do that. Very easy to do and a very cool way to add things to your home page. You can even add an image in a content block. So if you click Edit, you'll see this little button here. It's like mountains with the sun over it. So that's the Insert Image button. So let me get rid of this. Click Insert Image. And once again, you can add an image from your computer, or you can pick one that's already here. So let's say I want to add this sidekick. Click Done Selecting. Here it is. It's 900 by 600, which is kind of big, but it's going to be contained in our little block. So I think that's okay. Or maybe you can make it medium just by clicking on Image Thumbnail. And then click Insert the Image, and it puts it right here for you. And then when you click Save, it adds it right here on the home page for you. And again, you can move it around wherever you want. But that's a really nice way to be able to add more stuff to your homepage, make this more like your dealership. So lots of different things to add that way. If you want to get rid of something, you just click More, and you can click Delete, and it's gone. Same thing with the layout. If I will click Layout, this grid that I added and I want to get rid of it, I can just click More and Delete, and it's gone. So that's a little bit about the changes on your homepage. The last thing I want to say before I let you go is talking about the above the fold rule. And if any of you have had any dealings with newspapers ever, you've probably heard that term above the fold, which refers to what you see on the paper when it's folded and laying flat, like how you get it usually at a newsstand. And so the above the fold rule usually says that users don't see anything under the fold. You want your most important information to be above the fold. That's why we've made these hero areas nice and big to really showcase what you want to above the fold. But if you want more items to be up there and more easily accessible for your users, and they're going to see it like first thing, then you can talk to the support staff a little bit about ways to move around your home page and really maximize your user space there. So if you wanted, like a hero section here, and then you didn't want a second one, and then you wanted like your short lines to be a little higher up, then you can drag them up here to where they're right underneath the image, and they're going to be one of the first things that people see when they visit your page. So that's a great way to use that space, and remember that term, because if you make a lot of stuff on your home page and people really have to scroll down to get through all of it, the further that they have to scroll down, the less chance they have of actually seeing it, because they're probably going to find what they need up here or up in your navigation up here and go there before scrolling all the way down your page. So that's just something to keep in mind whenever you're adding and editing things on the home page. And so that's what I wanted to go over today. I'm going to post this video up on our YouTube channel so you can rewatch it if you want to. And remember that you can always access the support staff at KubotaHelp@TracTru.com. And then you can always use our help docs, which is our resource that has step-by-step walkthroughs and some video tutorials. And that is at KubotaDigital.helpdocs.com. Thanks, everybody, and have a good day.